Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fat Pack to Six Pack. I'm Azam and I'm here to help you and me get a six pack and stay motivated too. So today was a chest session, not as epic as last week. I did struggle a lot with my lifts today, but that could be for another reason. I'll explain that in a sec. But just kind of break it down for you. Started off on flat bench with 39 kg dumbbells. 4 sets of 8 was the goal. I managed a set of 7, 6, 5 and 4. Don't know how last week I was able to do 8, 6 and then 2 sets of 5, but this time it was 7, 6, 5, 4. Slightly disappointing, but kind of pushed on with that. Then I went on to incline dumbbell press. So again with the inclines, I know from last week I was doing a set slightly higher on my incline. It kind of hurt a little bit here. I went down, did a set there, came back up and it was perfect. So I started on slightly lower down on an incline press. So 4 sets of 8 was the goal with 34 kg dumbbells. I did 1 set of 8, which was great. Then I moved the bench up. I managed a set of 6, 5 and 4. Again with 34 kg dumbbells. So again slightly disappointing, but kind of trying to work my way through it. It is heavier, obviously, it's the same as last week, but that was obviously a move up as well. So it's going to take me time to kind of get into that one. Then I went on to decline press, supersetting that with crunches in between with a 20 kg plate, well 2 10 kg plates. So on a decline press, 4 sets of 8 was with 80 kg was the goal. I was doing 80 and I felt a twinge on my shoulder and I thought, you know what, the way I'm doing it, instead of going for a wide grip trying to push, my hands are a lot closer pushing so that I work my pectoral muscle a lot more. So instead of 80 I dropped that down to 70 kg, kind of pushing it in, feeling it a lot more burning. I managed 3 sets of 8 and a set of 6 on that one, but again grip was a lot closer, so it hits a bit more on the triceps, a bit more on the shoulder, but more on the pectoral as well, which is great. Again supersetting 1 set of that with 1 set of crunches, 1 set of that with a minute recovery as well, which was great. Then I went on to flies, so flat flies, just kind of bringing it in and out. 14 kg dumbbells, 3 sets of 12 is what I'm doing, which was great. So I managed that, supersetting that with leg drops, so legs up in the air, dropping them down, back up and flick them up. Hit your lower to mid abdominals, which is great. And then after that, so I did 4 sets of the leg drops, 3 sets of the flies with a 1 minute recovery in between. And then I did slightly incline flies with my hands kind of coming from down and up and down again with 10 kg plates. 3 sets of 10 is the goal. I did 1 set of 11, then a set of 10, and then a set of 10 again. And then after I just did 1 or 2 extra flies, not coming from here, but just kind of there, just hit the upper part of your chest a little bit more. And then at the end, what I did was I just kind of did a bench with drop sets. So I started off on 80 kg bench. So I managed a set of 7, then went down to 70 kg, managed another set of 7, kind of 8, I kind of put the weight down and then pushed up the last one, which was cool. Then I went on to 60 kg, a set of 8 again, then 50 kg, a set of I think 10 maybe, then a set of 40, 30, and I think I stopped at 30, yeah, and that's where I stopped, kind of pushing the numbers up, so 11, 12, 13, 14 at the end, just kind of really pushing it out, repping the range. Did close grip for the final set with 30 kg. I kind of just went close, then a little bit wider, then a little bit wider, then a little bit wider until literally I can't move anymore. So I'm like, okay, that's enough. So yeah, good training session, feels great. However, nutrition wise, absolutely appalling today. Loads of sweets, loads of things in between. I was gonna have a protein shake, but that would make me 500 plus over calories. So instead, I'm gonna give it all a miss. I just need to kind of plan it a little bit better. I did have my day planned, but instead I also had like an apple cinnamon cake. I got a slice of that, which was great, and then a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So obviously not the best. However, I'm not going to let that affect my progression. I'm still within kind of my calorie deficit, but I do feel as though because of the lack of calories, of nutritional calories, I feel as though my training has suffered from this one. But either way, let's keep going, let's keep getting results, let's keep motivated. Tomorrow will be a leg day, so I'm going to be working the front of my legs, so quads, and obviously doing squats as well, which will be great, and a little bit of calves, so that'll be nice. Looking forward to that session. Slightly earlier day tomorrow, hopefully. Today was a long day as well, so that doesn't help either. Finished work slightly later than normal, so I got into the garage most already by about 9:15. It's now 11:15 at night. My fit training session was already finished about, I say 7 to 10 minutes ago. So yeah, it was an hour 15 training session, which was great. Really good about it, but I do need to get some rest and recovery. No food for today, unfortunately. It's my own fault, my own problem, so I'm going to kind of give it a miss and carry on for tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Tomorrow's diet's a little bit better, hopefully, and it's a leg session, so I need to make sure my nutrition is on point, because I need to be able to lift pretty well for legs tomorrow. keeping good kind of stamina up and stuff like that. Also, yes, I got a question from my sister saying, how come you always eat so much junk, this, that, the other as well, all these sweets, this, that, the other that you're eating. So the way my diet works is, well, breakfast is breakfast, lunch is lunch. Now with lunch and stuff as well, I kind of eat that much right by about 12:30, 1 o'clock as well is my lunch. Finish about 1:30. Now the snacks and stuff that you see on my my fitness pal, if you're on Instagram and stuff and you see my diary there with my food intake, is yes, I do have sweets and stuff, but what I try to do is I try to normally avoid eating sweets in between lunch and kind of training, well, lunch and before I come home. But what I do is just before I come home, I try to have like a cookie, which will be my carbohydrates and sugars and stuff like that, and then a protein pot to kind of get the protein going into my body system, so that before I start training, I've got a little bit of energy and stuff through that. And then at the end of the training session, more of a protein kind of thing as well, meals. In between as well, sometimes if I don't have my protein pot at lunch, I have one between the times of 1:30 and 5, 1:30 and 4, and then afterwards I have another one about 5:30ish, well 5:36, sometimes even as late as 7, but that's my kind of little snacks to kind of keep myself going before I start training. If I decided not to eat anything from 1:30 till I come home, train, and then I have food, I'd struggle, guaranteed. But it's little tips and stuff that I've been watching people do and stuff as well. And it's just having that little bit of carbohydrates, that little bit of glucose into your body, that kind of does help you with the training, gives you a bit more of energy and a little bit of a pump. That's the reason why I snack a little bit here and there as well. But if I'm at home, generally on a normal day, I don't need to worry about snacks in between and stuff, because I can just have my meal, wait an hour and then train. So it's not too bad. But either way, thought I'd explain that just so you guys have a heads up. And yeah. Feel free to share, subscribe. Don't forget about me, Fat Pack to Six Pack, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys are amazing. Thank you again for everything. Tomorrow's going to be a great leg session. Looking forward to it. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Sorry it's a short video, but sometimes it's nice, these videos. You take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.